Earth Day 2016 at Highland Secondary. Go is on location at Highland Secondary. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. Joining me is Xena Hamir. Let's talk about this conference. It's an all-day conference here at Highland Secondary that you guys have arranged for Earth Day.
Personally, I really believe that if everybody does make changes to their everyday lives, that we can really make a difference. And it's just so important that we all realize that it is everybody's job and everybody's responsibility to really get there, because we all share this planet.
How many speakers do you have today?
We do have 11 speakers in total. We had Rachel Parent in the beginning and then Rachel Blaney in the end.
Later we're going to be talking with Rachel Parent, who is 16 years old, from Toronto, and she is an activist from the age of 11 on, started a nonprofit for kids to, the kids have a right to know. Is that what it's called? The right to know.
Kids' Right to Know.
Kids' right to know about what's in your food. And now Rachel Blaney is the MP for our whole area, and she's coming to address the whole school later today.
I think that it's really awesome to see how many options there are, even after, like even farther than just studying it in university, but that you can actually make a living of making the environment better and more healthy. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I think it's really important to show kids that they have that option always to go into things like that, rather than just making the environment, the economy better. And yeah.
Right. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck with the conference today. It sounds fantastic, and I think that you are an absolute inspiration to everybody that you've been involved with. So from making healthy choices in your life and for the environment, this week is also the NOSH Week, which stands for North American Occupational Safety and Health Awareness on workplace, so on job sites. And so we had a chance recently to visit the BC Hydro site, and here's a little spotlight about how they are doing. Congratulations to everybody working at the John Hart Generating Station project. Fantastic news. Now we are here at Highland Secondary, and the ECO team, in addition to putting on today's Earth Day conference, they are the broom busters, and you can see that they have been at work. This is all broom it's one of the most invasive species on Vancouver Island, and they've been busy bushwhacking it out of commission, especially here on these grounds. So congratulations to the ECO team for doing such a fine job. And now we're going to head over to Powell River, where John McKenzie brings us a story of a 100-year-old environmentalist. Have a look. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Go on Shaw TV's Channel 4. Joining me now, 16-year-old Rachel Parent, founder of
Kids' Right to Know.
Kids' Right to Know. Absolutely. And you founded that when you were 11.
I was 12 at the time, but I had started in the works at 11.
Why?
I found out about the issues of GMOs and our environment and for our health, and I knew I had to do something. So I started very small, and that eventually grew into the organization.
Now, you said earlier in your presentation you gave your first speech to 12 people.
Yeah.
I thought that was adorable. And you're right, it starts small and grows bigger.
Yep.
What's the biggest audience you've addressed now?
22,000 probably. But for TEDx, it was about 50,000 live streaming as well. So there's been some pretty big audiences, and then for interviews, the Kevin O'Leary one's gone up to 7 million now.
Yes.
So
I watched that. That was hysterical.
Thank you.
I am not, for the record, a Kevin O'Leary fan. So I loved it when you smacked him down. That was quite fun. But it is a very, very serious topic.
Yeah.
What sort of traction are you getting with your age group?
I think people of our generation are more and more becoming concerned with their food, and especially when they realize it's linked to allergies and digestive disorders, things that a lot of people have. So once you bring it home, people start to understand it more and more. Of course, it's a difficult topic to understand, but I think we're getting our reach out there.
I think one of the number one issues that's easy to understand is the bees are dying.
Yep.
And that matters.
Yes. It matters a lot because 1 in 3 bites of food we eat every day is pollinated by bees. And if we don't have bees, our food supply is going to be severely impacted.
Now, today is Earth Day.
Yep.
But technically, shouldn't Earth Day be 365 days a year?
Yep, it's not enough to just say that we're going to clean up our world today. We need to make that every single day. We need to make it a part of our daily lifestyles, even just picking up garbage every day or eating healthy. Eating the right foods makes a positive difference in the world because eating good foods nourishes the soil, but eating bad foods can create things like deforestation or factory farming. So we really need to work together to make Earth Day every day.
Okay. Is there any one particular, is there a website for your organization?
Yes, it's
Okay.
kidsrightoknow.com.
That's awesome. So if you would like to get involved and help Rachel in your causes, because this is the whole world that's got to be involved here, visit the website for more information. And are the petition links there that you can
Yes,
sign?
you should be able to find them there.
Awesome. Well, Rachel, thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time. Really appreciate it. Congratulations on the presentation.
Thank you so
And
much.
keep doing what you're doing, because
will.
my God, we need that.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. Joining me now is Xena Hamir, a local activist here in the Comox Valley. Xena, very quickly, what is your background and why are you so qualified?
Well, I'm an agrologist. I studied agriculture at the University of Guelph, and I've been a farmer for the last 8 years, certified organic farmer. So I think I have both a vested interest and also a background educationally to talk about food and farming and the impact of GMOs on the
And crop
environment.
science,
And
right.
crop science is my
Okay.
background, yeah.
All right, so your farm has recently been declared organic.
Yes.
You are now a certified organic
Yes.
farm. Okay. Why is that so important?
It's important for me to know that I'm following a certain standard, and it's not a standard I made up. It's a standard that the farmers in BC and in Canada made up.
Okay.
And it's important to my customers because as a certified organic farmer, I get checked. I get inspected. In fact, my inspection is next week.
Okay.
And a independent inspector comes to my farm and ensures that I am following what I say I am doing. So it's for my customers, it's just that added level of trust.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
And you can check out Amira Farm. You have a website, right?
Yep, we're on Facebook and on
Facebook.
Twitter and Instagram.
And Merville Organics is a farming cooperative that Xena founded.
Yes.
So, all right, awesome. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Right now, we're going to go up to Campbell River, where Marjorie Gries brings us a story about youth being introduced on a regular basis to nature. Have a look. And now a story about a brand new book, a book about one of my favorite wild animals, cougars. Goes on location at Highland Secondary for Earth Day. They're having a conference all day long. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I have to bring some events to your attention. Next Wednesday, on May the 4th, is of course McHappy Day at McDonald's. All 3 locations here in the Comox Valley, and all funds raised will be going to the Child Development Association here in the Comox Valley. It's going to be fantastic. May the 6th, World Community is having their chocolate affair. It's going to be so good. And that's at the Florence Filberg. You don't want to miss out on that. All the local chefs have created these amazing chocolate creations that you get to sample. It's going to be absolutely delectable. And then coming up on May 8th, on the Sunday, at Sid Williams Theatre in the afternoon, the Tideman Quartet is going to be performing with the Military Wives Choir. And it's going to be an amazing, fun musical afternoon you do not want to miss. Right now, we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. Joining me now is Laura O'Brien, and she is the director of the Solom River Restoration Society. Now, what was wrong with the Solom?
The Solom suffered from acid mine drainage for the last 45 years from an abandoned copper mine on Mount Washington. And the mine only operated for 3 years in the 1960s, and nobody noticed it was polluting the river until the 1980s. And then it took from then till now to fix it.
Wow. So 3 years of pollution turned into
45 years of
restoration.
Yeah.
Wow. Now the river is healthy, right? And you've got
the provincial, so the people of BC put up $4.5 million in 2009, and they put a cover on the part that was polluting the river. And so yes, the water quality immediately improved, and the fish and all the other creatures immediately started to come back.
Okay. And so is there salmon now?
Yeah, there always was remnant salmon and trout, but and we have a little hatchery that we were putting 1 million pinks a year in for 13 years. Hardly any of them came back until they put the cover on. So as soon as the water quality was fixed, the fish are returning on their own. So we stopped the hatchery program, and last fall in 2015 we had the largest return since 1935, 130,000 approximately pink salmon.
Awesome.
We're now in a recovery plan for the river, so we've just, that's been our focus for the last 2 years. We've just come up with 10 most important projects we could do to help the river. I'm one of 9 directors. We all want to take a very holistic approach to the recovery of the Solom. It's a natural river, and we want it to remain that way, and it was very productive for being a smaller river. Another thing about the river is it runs through neighborhoods, forests, farms. It runs through everything, the Solom. It goes 45 kilometers along the land and through all our communities and out to the estuary.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for the work that you do. And if you want more information, please visit their website. Right now, we're going to have a look at this week's Sweet Spot. Go has been on location today at Highland Secondary, where they had an all-day conference for Earth Day 2016. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. Now remember, we have one planet, and we, each one of us, needs to do what we can to make sure it is here for generations to come. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.